whatever you do, God will what? What do you pay? Because God, see, he said, who has done something for me? Even God does not take free gifts. He said, who has done something for me and I didn't give the person back? Have confidence that as you are coming to church today, God will meet you. Are you paying attention? Yeah. As you serve in God's house, be confident that this service I am serving, God will what? Will meet me. We have been discussing on growth, and today we want to talk about why you must be in church and why you must work in church. Praise the Lord. Is it a powerful sermon? Yeah. Tell everybody why you must be in church. Why you must be in church and why you must work in church. Praise the Lord. All right. The first reason why you must be in church, and the first reason why you must work in church, is that you are both a seed and a field. Tell your neighbor you are a seed and a field. You are both what? A seed and what? And a field. Psalm 92 and verse 13. Psalm 92 verse 13. 92 verse 13.
Those that be planted in the house of the Lord.
Those that be planted in the house of the Lord
shall flourish in the courts of our God.
Shall flourish in the courts of our God. Praise the Lord. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall what? Shall flourish in the courts of our God. Mark chapter 4 and the verse 1.
Mark chapter 4 verse 1. And he began again to teach by the seaside.
Yes.
And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea. The multitude was by the sea on the land.
Yeah.
And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow.
There went out a sower to what?
To sow.
To sow. Okay.
And it came to pass.
And it came to pass.
As he sowed, some fell by the wayside.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
So there he describes 4 kinds of field, isn't it? Praise the Lord. And then 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 23. 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 23.
1 Peter chapter 1 verse 23. Being born again.
Being born again.
Not of corruptible seed.
Not of corruptible seed.
But of incorruptible.
Of what?
But of incorruptible.
Incorruptible.
By the word of God.
By the word of God.
Which liveth and abideth forever.
Which liveth and abideth forever. So by these scriptures, we establish the fact that you are both a seed and a field. Tell a neighbor you are a seed and a field. You are what? A seed and a field. Okay. What does that mean? If you are a seed and a field, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose where? Under the heaven. Verse 2.
A time to be born.
A time to be born. Can we all read verse 2? 1 to go, everybody.
A time to be born.
A time to what?
To be born.
A
time to die.
A time to die.
A time to plant.
A time to plant.
A time to pluck up.
And a time to pluck up. What? That which is what? Is planted. So he's talking about a time to harvest. Praise the Lord. Are you here? So if you are a field and you are a seed, are you getting what I'm saying? Then primarily by coming to church, are you getting what I'm saying? You have planted yourself. Are you getting what I'm saying? Anytime you come to church, you plant yourself as what? As a seed. And therefore things must happen so that you receive a certain what? A certain harvest. Are you getting what I'm saying? And one of the things that must happen, last week we were talking about it. You know, in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6.
Have planted.
He said, I have planted.
Apollos watered.
So after planting, what happens next? What happens next?
Watering.
Is watering, isn't it? Now, you cannot bear fruit if you have not been watered, isn't it? Yeah. So, when you are planted, the next thing that must happen is that you must be what? You must be watered. So, the Bible tells us in Romans chapter 10, verse 17, it says, faith cometh by what? By hearing and hearing. You see, hearing and what? And hearing. Did he say hearing one time? By what? Hearing and what? And hearing. So faith cometh by hearing and hearing. And when you hear again, you are being what? You are being watered. And without the watering, there is no harvest. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the person that comes to church one time and does not come again receives no watering, and therefore there is no what? There's no harvest. Are you here? Yeah. So anytime you come to church, you have planted yourself, and therefore you must expect what? A harvest. Tell your neighbor, are you expecting a harvest? Yeah, there is a harvest. That is why people come to church. Are you getting what I'm saying? And they find a beloved. See, that's a harvest. But you see, you don't know that it's a harvest. Because see, if you are not planted in the church, you will not have harvested the beloved. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. See, it's a powerful harvest. Oh yeah. See, that is why people come to church and they get a job. They are connected to somebody that can give them a job. Are you paying attention? Yeah, that's the harvest. You see many times, because we don't know, you see, one of the things you must learn is that anything that you get involved with, you must know what the thing is and how the thing is supposed to be like, so that it will benefit you. See, when you bought your phone, you did well to understand how the phone works. See, if you don't understand how a phone works, it will not benefit you. Praise the Lord. Yeah. So the harvest comes. See, I am enjoying from harvest of yesteryears. I'm not even enjoying from today's harvest yet. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Anytime you plant yourself in God's house, and anytime you do God's work, there is a harvest for you. Just by coming to church, there's a harvest. But most people, when they come to church, they don't expect a harvest. They don't know that they are a seed that have been what? They have been planted. That is why they don't expect a harvest. One of the things you must have knowledge about, whether you are in it or you are not in it, is farming. Oh yes. Because primarily the gospel can be better understood by farming. You see, in Mark chapter 4, 12, Mark chapter 4, verse 12. Yeah. That seeing they may see, and not perceive.
Hearing they may hear.
Hearing they may hear, and not understand.
If at any time,
they
should be converted.
Their
sins should be forgiven them.
Their sins should be forgiven them. Verse 13.
And he said unto them,
Ye know not. Don't you know this parable? Because he is talking to people who were farming, and they should understand the what? The parable. He said, don't you know this parable?
The sower.
No. It does. Go back. There's something there. Let's all read. Want to go? No. There's 13. Read it. Want to go?
To them. Know ye not this parable?
Know ye not this parable?
And how then will ye know all parables?
And how then will you what?
Know all parables.
This parable is the key to all other parables. If you don't understand this one, you are finished. May you not be finished in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
He said, if you don't know this parable, how do you know all parables? Don't you realize most of Jesus' parables were seeds? He says a man went to sow, and at midnight, the enemy came and sowed. So the wheat and tares, And then he says that a man went to look for a field, and when he found one, he went to a treasure in the field, went to buy the whole field. Are you getting what I'm saying? And then he said the field, and then he said the kingdom of God is like a mustard what? A mustard seed. Most of Jesus' parables were about fields. Yeah. So if you don't know this, you don't know anything else. Are you getting what I'm saying? Your primary understanding about the gospel, you see, your primary understanding about the gospel should be understanding what is the meaning of seed time and what? And harvest. Then everything that you do is a seed. You see? And then surely the harvest would come. You know. I was listening to my Odum. I don't know whether I was talking to my Adam Morrison or Benny. And he said that he went out to lunch with Oral Roberts, himself, Benny's wife, and Oral Roberts. It was Oral Roberts' birthday. So they took him out for lunch. And that's their spiritual father before he passed. So they were with him. And they spoke about many things. After a while, Oral Roberts became very quiet. Very quiet. And he was not saying anything. And then suddenly he looked at Mike and said, Mike! The seed will always produce a harvest. When he said that, it went straight into my spirit. My mother is one of the people, if I'm going to look for somebody at the front, it's emergency ward, and I'm running, and then I see that my mother is being played in the place. I will stop 2 minutes and watch, and then continue. Yeah. It's one of the most wisest people in the world. I can't comprehend his wisdom. So he said, the seed will always produce what? A harvest. So anytime you come to church, anytime you do God's work, you have planted what? A seed. Only a poor farmer is a poor farmer who will just go and scatter and not expect what? A harvest. So you are a poor farmer if you come to church one time and then the following week you refuse to what? You refuse to come. Because if you spend money to take a car and come to church, you have entered an investment, or you don't know you've entered an investment. Yeah. So you better allow yourself for the waters of the Spirit to be poured what? On you, so that you can get what? Your harvest. Look at yourself. Anytime you are consistent in church, you begin to start having harvest. Isn't it so? Yeah. Anytime you are not consistent in church, you begin to not to have the harvest. You see? It's because you don't understand about this mystery of what? That you are a seed and what? You are a field. It's a bit. Say, and know you not then this parable. How will you know all other parables? Verse 14, look at it. The sower sowed what? The word. He sowed the word. So, the kingdom of God is a reward system. It's a reward system. And the more you sow, the more you what? The more you reap. It's very simple. So it means that the more you come to church, what? The more you what? The more you reap. Isn't that powerful? Give the Lord a clap of him. He says if you sow little, you what? You reap little. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why somebody says, I come to church, I don't know what's happening in my life. And you find the person doesn't really like coming to church. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So because you sow little, you are reaping what? Little. Are you listening? Yeah. If you sow more, you do what? You reap more. Let me show you another scripture. Let me show you about this. Another scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 1. See, you have seen that. So every day you must be sowing. What does it say?
Verse 1. Cast thy bread upon the waters.
Now everybody read it. Want to go?
Cast thy bread upon the waters.
Upon the what?
The waters.
He said, cast what?
Thy
bread. He didn't say your seed. Remember, he gives seed to the what? The sower. And then what? Bread to the eater. But here he's saying, cast thy bread upon the what? On the waters. And for thou shalt find it what? After many days. In other words, when you are finished with seed and it is left with your bread, be wise and also cast your what? Your bread, especially upon the waters. It says, out of your belly shall flow rivers of what? Of living waters. So you get to church with your offering, that's your seed. And whilst I'm preaching, I say something very powerful. And you are believing God for that particular what? That thing. You must also be wise. Are you getting what I'm saying? To take something, are you get what I'm saying? And sow it upon that what? Those waters. He says, thou shalt find it what? After many days. It will never be lost. Verse 2, read it. What did he say? Give a portion to what? To 7. And also to 8. In other words, you come to Sunday service and then you come to what? Friday service. And then you go to what? Cell meeting. And then you go to what? Come to hour of triumph. Give a portion to 7 and also to what? It's a powerful message. Yeah. I'm preaching good, eh? Yes. Verse 2. For what? For thou knowest not what the evil shall what? Be upon the earth. You see? And you will not also know which one will reap for you. Yeah. Maybe it is the same meeting you find your beloved. Oh yeah. Sure.
You are preaching.
Yeah. It is the same meeting you meet the person that will connect you to that contract. Yes. You don't know. But you have been into the same meeting. And you are still praying. For beloved. And for contracts. Hey. And for connection. And for friends. Praise the Lord. Yeah. So he says, give a portion to 7 and also to what? To 8. You don't know which one will work. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Next verse. What does it say? If the cloud is what? Is full of rain. They will empty themselves. So if the tree fall to the what? To the south or to the north. In that place, the tree shall what? Shall be. See? So that thing that you are looking for, it can happen here or there. And where it happens, that is where it will what? It will happen. That is why you must be everywhere. Are you paying attention? Yeah, it says if it falls to the north or to the south, that is where it will be. You can't call it to come to the south. You can't call it to come to the north. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. There have been several times I've come to church and God gave me a word for somebody and the person was going to church. When the tree fell to the north or to the south, the person was not what? The person was not going to church. So I packaged my word and went what? Went home. Yeah. They don't understand this thing. Lawrence, let us share this testimony. A guy used to work in church. And he will work, and nobody acknowledged him for anything. So one day, he said that he will show them pepperoni. Oh yeah. Yes. And they organized a meeting. He came the first day. The second day he didn't show up. And the second day, he told his wife, go. I will let them know how important I am in the what? In the church. The second day when the man of God, the visiting man of God came, he came with a bottle of oil. He said, when I was coming, the Holy Spirit mentioned a name to me. That when I come, I shall anoint this person with oil. And this is what the person has been doing, blah, 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 blah. And everybody mentioned the person, everybody in the church said, yeah. But that day, he was not in church. This is a true story. Can go Dr. Lefete, his message on offense. Go and look for it. He's preached it several times using this same example several times. And he wanted to, the wife ran out there and said, I am the wife. Anoint me. For the two shall be what? One. And the man said, sorry. God specifically told me to anoint him. I'm sorry. And that was the last day of the meeting. And he was going. The wife pee-peed on herself. Oh yeah, because she knows they have been struggling. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. And they needed God at what? At that time. So it says, where the tree shall fall, and if the tree shall fall to the south or to the north, in that place the tree shall what? Shall fall what? There it shall be. There it shall be. Yeah. So you learn that wisdom. And also understand that let's go another verse now. Yeah, let's look at that one too. Verse 4, this is so powerful. Let's read it,
He that observeth the wind.
He that observeth the what?
The wind.
Shall not sow. And he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. Yeah. He that observeth the wind shall not sow. Person say, oh, it's raining today, I'm not going to go to church. Are you getting what I'm saying? Oh, it's left with my children, I'm not going to go to church. If I go to church, I can come to here. If you observe the what? The wind that is blowing, there can be financial wind, it can be trouble, whatever time. I'm not going to plant myself in church the what? Today. I'm not sorry. Yeah. He that observeth the wind shall not sow. And he that regardeth the what? The cloud shall not what? Shall not reap. Shall not reap. So it doesn't look like it's going to rain. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. So the person is not prepared to what? To reap. So even when the opportunity comes, it will what? It will pass the person by. That is why it tells you to be ready in and out of what? Of season. That is why he preaches this to you. Cannot reap, cannot sow, and therefore cannot reap. Yeah. There are people who will not come to church because they say, this is just small church. If I come here, I won't get anybody to marry. You see, you are observing the what? The wind. So you know what? You sow. And that is the reason why you know what? You know reap. Oh yeah. All the while you have been outside, have you gotten somebody to marry? No. You see, many people we are not wise. Yes. Yeah, I'm teaching you wisdom. Yeah. Yes. If you use your mind, God will beat you every day. Oh yeah. Every day. You don't use your mind when you're working with God. Not at all. And you don't use human calculations to what? To work with God. So it says, he that observeth the wind shall not what? Shall not sow. He that regardeth the cloud shall not what? Shall not reap. Verse 5. And thou, but what? But thou what? Knowest, of the Spirit. You see, he says you don't know the way of the Spirit. You don't know it. Are you paying attention? Yeah. You don't know. And what did he say? No. He is now coming to explain something. I've told you about something. I told you about the significance of the what? Of the insignificance. The significance of the insignificance. I've preached this message several times. Go and look for it and listen to it again. You will understand that little things matter. Are you paying attention? Are you in church? Yeah. He says you don't know the way of the Spirit. You don't know. Nor the bones, or how the bones do grow in the womb of what? That is with child. Because it is water. Do you know how bones are formed? If I hit you right now, my hands will pain me. Yeah. But the reason why my hands is pain because of the bone in your head or the bone in your arm, and that bone, it came from nothing. Water. It says the same way you cannot explain how bones. Up to now, scientists can't explain it. They can't explain. All they know is that is how it is. You see? He said the same way you can't explain how bones do grow in the womb. Bones. I thought it was water. Two water mixing. Now bones is growing. Are you in church? He says that is how you don't know the way of the Spirit. Even so, thou knowest not the works of what? Of God who maketh all. You don't know it. How many of you want to grow? Yeah. So he says that you don't know it. So because you don't know, that is the reason why give a portion to 7 and then you give a portion to what? To 8. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why he's telling you that. And many children of God, because they don't know it, are you getting what I'm saying? Are deceived, and because of that they never grow. Because every day their angel comes, are you getting what I'm saying? That is the day that Satan will deceive them not what? Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it powerful? Yes. Nothing has ever stopped me from going to church before. I don't remember. Sickness, what? Never. I will go. He was not feeling well today. I'll pray for him. I said, I'm carrying you. You are coming to church. You will come to church. Are you paying attention? Yeah, because there was one time I was not feeling well at all. I was in my house. I was talking to, what's it? Is it Reverend Success of Horizon? One of them. And whilst I was talking to them, the presence of the Holy Spirit came to them very strong. They didn't know what to do to themselves. They froze. And yet my body was not working well. And they didn't know what was happening to me. And I had to go to Friday service. And when they left, I called my pastor twice. He didn't pick because he was also driving. I got to church. When I got to church, it was not my pastor preaching. It was another church, but he's not even part of the leaders. Another church member. He has been doing the prayer. And I sat down. I gave him all my attention. When they were started and they were praying, I put him back. I was sitting down like, listen. Just listen. Quietly listen. Quietly listen. Quietly listen. Suddenly something entered me, and I became stronger. I got it. Just like that. And I'm walking around praying. So when we finished, I told my pastor, I said, yeah, he realized that I was not well because that is not how I am. I said, that's why I called you twice. He said, yeah, he saw that I was driving. So when you come to church and you are waiting for me to come for the microphone, that is when you know that God is what? In the house. Mercy. Are you in church? Yeah. Give a portion to 7 and give a portion to what? To 8. But the amen or whoever is leading prayer, you put yourself what? Inside. Because that may be when your angel will appear, or when the Spirit of God will want to minister to you. You were here when the harvest pastor was here, right? He showed how they got their child. It was when the choir was singing, and a word came that this is our season of what? Visitation or something like that, and then he picked it up. A year of what? Jubilation. Yeah. He picked it up like that. That was the change. So you will not make one meeting or one section more important than what? Than the other. works. The Holy Spirit is not your own remote control. He can choose to do anything at what? At any time. Are you flowing? Verse 6, finally. So what did he say? Let's all read. So then he gives you an advice in verse 6. Want to go,
in the morning.
So in the morning what?
Sow thy seed. In the evening.
And the evening,
withhold not thy hand.
Withhold what?
Not thy hand.
Not thy hand,
For thou knowest not a prosper.
So you see, you say you don't know what? Whether shall what?
Prosper.
Either what?
This or
either
that.
this or what?
Or that.
You don't know. You don't know. The next thing you must understand also is that apart from the fact that there is a harvest for you, there is also the place where somebody must also harvest from you. You see, you came to church so that the church can get benefit from what? From you. Are you here? Or you don't know that? That one, everybody is quiet. Yeah. You are both a seed and what? A field. And it's a continuous process. You see, you are being sown into, and you are also what? Sowing into. It's a cycle. That's why a lot of people read very little. Because they don't understand this cycle. Let's look at that.